What's up, everybody? It's Mike from Team Redshirt. Did this once already, but I don't know. So if you're hearing me say that, then it turns out I was insane. I've been having some tech issues with recording. I have a CPU that is apparently defective. I don't know, something that Intel did. Incidentally, if you have a 13th or 14th gen Intel CPU, you should update your BIOS immediately. You're gonna hear me say that at another point in the video. That was my adventure all night. I just turned away from the microphone and said so I apologize. Our adventure was get MechWarrior clans, enjoy everything about MechWarrior clans until it's time to play MechWarrior clans, and then my game would crash and it would say out of memory. As you can imagine, that was a very frustrating thing for the MechWarrior nerd that I am. I love these games. I've been waiting for this for a while. So, I'm gonna use some of the footage from that. Yeah, because it's, you know, there's some genuine first reaction stuff and there's some that sort of thing. Once I'm done playing that, we will, you're probably looking at some generic mech footage right now. But once we're done playing that, we're going to do the intro. We're going to, yeah. So now you've heard my voice, or my not great. I have to get a new microphone. It's slowly dying. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the intro as I recorded it last night with Donovan. He'll be in here, you'll hear him a little bit, and he'll be in for the full playthrough. But we have to do a little bit of re-recording because we played a bunch last night and it all went tits up. So, that said, we're going to, like I say, we're going to do this intro. We're going to have some of our reactions about the game. I do apologize, my mic sounds awful. I had a hardware issue in addition to my CPU hardware issue that was just causing all sorts of problems. It's all fixed now, or at least as fixed as it can be. So let's just get into this, and the next time you see me, we'll be in the training thing, and then we'll talk more.
Donovan, we are here. It is time. We are playing MechWarrior 5 Clans. And you may or may not notice that we're doing this intro out of order, but it's going to be at the beginning of the video. That's why I say you might not notice. I had a little technical difficulty at the beginning. My computer, not the game. Thanks for the puff loop. And yeah, we've been through the opening cinematic. Hopefully I don't have to go through it again. That was insane. I have some comments that you may have heard by now. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm always critical because and that's one thing I want to preface up front. I'm going to love this no matter what happens. This is gonna be my game for a while. I love this game. And I already do. Like, we're 4 minutes into it and I'm like, yep. I'm totally content saying I love this game. So, but with that comes a certain amount of... I can be critical. So if it ever seems like I'm being too critical, people watching or Donovan, I'm not. It's out of love.
True that. And that's usually why I ask you, like, a lot of questions, because you'll know, like, you read a lot about this shit and stuff.
I've been reading... I got my first Battletech book, Blood of Kerensky 2. Why can't I remember? Lethal Heritage? No, that's the first one. Lost Destiny is the third one. What's the second one? Oh no. Anyway, I got that book. That's the first one I read. I got that in like 1994. Or 6. Or no, 4. Yeah. Never look back. Well, and it was so hard because the thing for me, and people watching this who are BattleTech nerds, and we'll get to the game, I promise. People who are BattleTech nerds from that time will know the 90s were a very hard time to get stuff like the BattleTech books because we didn't have Amazon. We technically did. No, we didn't have the internet as we know it to buy stuff, right? Or to develop hype for stuff. And the publisher was closed or was shut down. Microsoft technically owned it at that point, but they weren't really doing books. It wasn't until I want to say about that time when they started to re-release some of the books. I want to say like a second edition. Some of the ones I had were second edition ones. I have gone back and got some of the first edition BattleTech books. And I mean, the stuff's different. They all reference like that. Yeah, lots of the second release of the BattleTech books. At least I don't even know if they did all of them. I know they did the Clan trilogy, and I can't speak to anything else. But that all had branding for MechWarrior on it, like from the hit CD-ROM game, I believe it says, because it was the 90s, and we had to make a distinction between a DOS game or and the new hot technology. I don't know, man. CD-ROM game, MechWarrior 2, I think it was MechWarrior 2. Anyway, so that is, anyone who has watched Team Red Shirt before, has watched our MechWarrior stuff. I've been a MechWarrior nerd forever, and that's just a little bit of a proof. If you need more proof, you can go listen to old First Circuit stuff, but that's a whole other story. Yeah, so let's try and get back into it. Crashed immediately.
Really?
It's a render core. What the fuck? D projects. What the shit? Huh. Okay. I'm gonna restart my computer.
Is it gonna blow up the computers?
We're here.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm recording. If it blows up a computer, it's gonna be a real problem.
What ship is that? What kind of ship? Oh.
Well, I think it's just a leopard. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Is it? It's a clan leopard. It's gotta be.
Strongest of the clans. We are hunters who fight with the ferocity of our namesake.
Remember the PG thing there.
Unequaled amongst the children of Korinsky.
The clan version is always bubbly.
We remember the bravery of our ancestors who gave themselves to the void.
Oh.
And of the despots responsible for their exodus. Through our strength, we lead the Crusaders to see the Great Father's dream realized. His hidden hope to one day return and reclaim paradise. It is our sole purpose, our divine right. We will bring vengeance down upon the tyrants that enslave humanity.
This guy doesn't sound quite
And
stiff
they
enough.
shall tremble before our might.
I don't know, he doesn't quite sound like he's, I don't know, stiff. Like he's got a pole shoved up his ass like most smoke jaguars do. No.
Damn, that was pretty.
Damn, that is still pretty. It's gotta be a clan leopard. Maybe it's one of the smaller ones. Maybe it's just a shovel, but I don't think so. Oh, crap.
Well, sure beats Lunderholm.
At least there were no actual smoke jaguars hunting you in those jungles.
No, I'm with Mia. I'd rather get torn apart by large cats than have to climb those damn Grey Mountain cliffs again.
Gravity is lighter on this planet. Although you might want to watch your language, Liam.
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Oh,
Eyes up. Kit Commander incoming.
please be Joanna. Please be Joanna. Please be Joanna. It's not Joanna. Fuck off.
At ease.
Oh.
I am Kit Commander Ibrahim Izmir.
This is Stalker Base, your new home for the final stretch of your Sibco training. Your cadre of the Elijah Hoyt and Abigail Ismail Sibco line has suffered numerous fatalities and washouts throughout your time on Lunderholm. Kitz Ezra, Jaden, Liam, Mia, Nasir. You five are the final vestiges of your brood that some deem might one day be of value to the clan. I am not one of them. To me, you five are the excrement of a failed, semi-aborted batch from my bloodhouse. Far from the pinnacle of humanity demanded by the clan's geneticists that spawned you. I am a gracious host. So I will give you the opportunity to show me what those Stravics on Lunderholm taught you. Show me what you know of being a real true-born MechWarrior. And prove yourselves worthy of the name and heritage you carry with you. Suit up. Prepare for mech combat.
But, sir, we just arrived.
Did I ask you a question, kid? Real mech warriors should be combat ready the second they hit Atmo. You Surats able to be prepped and ready in the next 15 mics? Quiap!
King Commander.
You better get on it then. Dismissed.
King Commander. We will not fail.
Very brave. Very stupid.
Jaden, you coming?
I will catch up.
I have things to say. Fucking gorgeous. This looks so good. So
Yeah.
they seem to have kind of missed the point of the no contractions because they use abbreviations. The guy says Atmo and mics instead of minutes. Like, if you go back and look at the clan, like, okay, well, my game just crashed. So I'm gonna finish that thought and I'm gonna reload. Yeah, no, that's the thought, is that, you know, the whole point of it is that they're like weirdly formal when they speak. Like that last guy, he said, we will not fail you. I will be, you know, how he's kind of stiff.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the mental, based on reading dialogue. That's how they would talk, like all of them. There wasn't a lot of casual. These aren't well-rounded human beings. That's the thing to remember about Klansmen. They're warriors that have been raised without any semblance of what we would consider a normal childhood. Right? Most of them are fucking damaged, if we're perfectly honest.
I'm actually surprised you haven't done that before.
Not that one specifically. I've been in that menu before, Donovan, but not for...
What?
Never mind. And then, just on the off chance that it works, I bring Donovan in. Poor guy's just like, you told me to hurry up. I put the kid to bed an hour early for this.
I'm just sitting here trying to find myself.
Did it just freeze?
Still shows you in game on my end.
I kind of feel like it froze. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, see,
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
boy, oh boy, there's something fucking going on here, man. This is wild. Really wanted to play this game. Okay, here we go again.
Oh, I got an invite? Network connection lost.
Oh, really? Well, I'm in. And it's working.
Maybe send one more.
No, and it crashed immediately. This takes me directly to a thing saying there have been crashes in, Unreal Engine-based games due to a confirmed hardware problem affecting 13th and 14th gen Intel core processors. So I'm really hoping it would show me a thing other than that. October 1st, 2024. So at least I'm not... Oh my god, so it's actually hurting it. Oh, that's good. That's bad. The root cause is now confirmed by Intel to be rapid aging of clock signal circuitry in the chip due to a confluence of several other issues. This is actual physical wear of the chip itself. And once the deterioration has occurred, it's sadly irreversible. Affected parts need to be replaced. The process is outlined here.
Rough.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if that's not why my hard drive is having trouble. I didn't get extra. I just checked Newegg. I didn't get extra coverage on it.
No, but it should be with warranty through Intel. Or even a recall, for fuck's sake. Like, they should be covering all of that shit.
Pretty sure that's why there's a giant lawsuit boot.
Yeah, Donovan brings up a good point. There's a giant lawsuit.
You are currently behind the controls of mankind's premier weapon of war, a clan Omnimech. Although this is a training exercise, you are still controlling 4 stories of ferrous steel and Myanmar muscle strapped to a fusion engine. More than enough power to kill and be killed. You will respect that fact while you live under my command. If you do not, I will kill you myself and spare the laborer caste your incompetence. Now, follow the marked nav route.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Stalker base, we are green for departure. Stand clear.
Okay. I hope microphone's being okay. I'm so paranoid of it now. So, we are in what I can only describe as about the damn prettiest MechWarrior.
How are you holding up?
That kit commander's punch hit like a ton of bricks. I think he broke some ribs. Must have been a myoma prosthetic.
A lesson to learn from.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was hoping I could break some stuff. I wanted to see it fall apart, but they don't want me breaking stuff at their base. Okay, well, so first impressions, mech-wise, I'm trying to draw back to how I felt draw back to how I felt last night, and that was general giddiness. With the exception of this frickin' cockpit sway, it seems so insane, especially considering the Summoner has a off-center cockpit, so I don't know why it's even left to right. Shouldn't it be like a bigger, because I'm over the right leg? Anyway, not important. Mech models are fantastic. That seems to be pretty standard. They seem to be pretty much the same. I mean, they're updated, obviously, for the new engine, but I mean, I guess, no, it's unreal. There wouldn't be a lot of engine change. Wouldn't do a lot unless they were adding functionality, I imagine. Like this Shadowcat. Okay, stop moving.
Aye, aye.
Everyone go there.
We're on the move.
Shadowcat, Stormcrow, Mad Dog, they all look great. The weapons. All right, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna trigger this. We're gonna get some weapon shooting going on. If I were them, I would not have. I see why they picked the Summoner for this first one. Right, we got the PPC, we got the PPC, we got the autocannon, we got the LRMs. It's like the 3 types of energy, or the 3 types of weapons.
Your responsibility to direct your star mates to best leverage their skills in combat.
Don't you know I was talking, old man?
Worthy of such responsibility.
Rude.
We will prove ourselves worthy, Kit Commander.
Enthusiasm. Lunderholm should have beaten that out of you years ago.
So one thing I'm noticing, and I don't know if it's an intentional choice, and I don't think it's a bad thing.
Willing to take out their frustrations on
but
us.
Kit Commander Ismail. It had to be someone from that bloodhouse.
Yeah, and he seemed to
I'm
be
just gonna
sizing
stop
up
while
right
they
from the start.
do their thing.
Mr. Destined for greatness.
Shut up, Ez. You know how much I've hated carrying around his name.
Fine, I yield. No need to start talking like a freeborn.
Anyway, you interrupt me like that, I almost lose my train of thought. There definitely seems to be a,
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
an emphasis on making it a little bit more, I would say, new player friendly. I don't know. That's only based on a few things, just the way they do the mech lab, the way they do the repairs. It's a lot more like just go, just get into it, move on, right? Like the mech lab, you can adjust stuff. We'll dive into that, but there's some basically some presets that you can do that are all lore friendly, because you can like load the Omnipods and the different configurations, and it just loads them. So we'll get into that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of some of the weapon effects. I'll be looking for a mod that brings back some of the other MechWarrior 5 ones.
Everyone, hold here.
There's just
beyond this point,
I'll shut up
be
again.
entering the proving grounds.
No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll turn him down.
Command,
so
you will make your way through 2 challenge zones and then a final combat arena.
This is just a basic, go clear some things out and kill some people. Learn the mechanics. So for example, you'll see when I start firing here. If you're a MechWarrior, the PPC almost feels like it's not there. It's so fast that it doesn't seem that, like, I have a heck of a time figuring out if it's supposed to be a projectile. I mean, it is supposed to be a projectile. But, right, like, it's fast. It's not bad. Nothing wrong with that. It's just they've done some different things, and different things are okay. Let's be clear. There's nothing wrong with change, but it's got to be for a reason. It's got to be. Oh man, my controls are all screwed. Oh.
We got VTOL drones coming out of the tower. Like
likely where the kit commander is watching us. Tread carefully.
Yes, eliminated a target.
And they don't give you your custom controls.
Deploying out of the tower.
They don't give you your custom controls in this, and it drives me nuts.
Should be easy prey.
New hostile detected. Griffin.
Right, like it's hard to say it's not satisfying because that's not the case. Like you definitely feel like you're doing something with your weapons. You're shooting stuff. You can feel but it's just there's something about like it just feels like I made a blue explosion over there, right? It doesn't feel like I didn't you don't see the PPC bolt, that bolt of lightning, contained lightning as it were. However, we're getting into a very cool part of this, which is the scanning mode.
Scan mode disengaged.
When you're in scan mode, you can't do anything. You can't attack. You got no weapons disabled, pointing to the right-hand corner of the screen that you can't see. However, you get to play with things like this. We're going to disable the turrets.
Security.
Sometimes it's got a couple of right? So now we've turned the turrets off. I can move forward. There would be turrets all up in here. They'd be shooting the hell out of me. They're not doing that.
Your star
I like
is
it.
ordered to defend the entrance to a field base against the rampaging horde of inexperienced barbarians fielding mechs and vehicles. In situations such as this, it is vital to direct your star appropriately by issuing commands. You are their star commander, after all.
Destroyed. New hostile detected.
On the star commander's target.
Target down.
I'm gonna say I personally have some issue with target acquisition with this different HUD. It's sometimes unclear which is they basically reversed it, right? So the big part of the HUD is the arms and the draggy behind bit. Or sorry. See, I'm all screwed up. I feel like the HUD or the crosshair is backwards from previous Piranha Games MechWarrior iterations, which is to say, I'm moving the big part of the HUD instead of the triangle-y crosshair part. The triangle-y crosshair part seems to be my torso weapons, and the other bit seems to be my arm weapons. Sorry for wiggling the screen around like that. Just trying to illustrate. And I can't describe how much that screws with my brain in the middle of the fight. So I want to look into a HUD fix, because yeah, I keep following the crosshair with my eyes when I'm trying to move the mouse. And oof. Oh, head, brain, brain hurt, head, brain. No brain. Anyway. I'm going over. I generally quite enjoy what we played so far. I mean, it sucks that we have to re-record so much of the that first. We played the first 3 missions, and all of the footage was completely unusable. Like, completely. I know my footage was only barely usable at the best of times, right? So I can't take that chance. So, here we are. We're, this is just another one of those things, right? Like, if you played MechWarrior 5, there's some of the small objective missions. This is the same as going to stand in a circle, right? We're just making a scan, we're scanning crates, we're designating stuff. This is all pretty self-explanatory. It's a very cool mechanic because it really distinguishes, or it adds a layer to the world without cluttering your UI. Does that make sense? I think that's what I mean. Right, so I mean, we could have those indicators up and be able to see all that.
Yes, eliminated a target.
melee, the default controls have melee on, right. I didn't want to do that.
Are we good? Was that all of them?
I do not think so. Heads up.
Never let your guard down. New threats can emerge at any moment.
I mean, it just looks so gorgeous. And I'm running it on, I have it just cranked, and I'm recording. It's running really well. I've heard some people complaining that it's not running well, but I'll tell you, it certainly wasn't running well when my CPU was falling apart. I do beg PGI to give me back my arrow keys so I can edit weapon groups on the fly like I've been doing for like 15 years. It feels like. I don't remember if that worked that way in Mech 4, but I'm gonna assume it did for the point of my story.
You will have to do better. At the Mark Nav point, you will find the entrance to the final combat arena and a series of auto repair bays.
Was I supposed to get behind the guy?
See yourself patched up. When you are ready, scan the gate and enter the arena.
Okay.
Easy prey so far.
Yeah. We'll take them all on if that's the best they've got.
Kit Liam, I will not have you sully my training ground with those free birth slurs. While here, you will speak properly without the use of lazy contractions.
Isn't Freebirth itself a curse word instead of freeborn? Anyway.
That does not inspire confidence.
Good. I'm used to being underestimated.
Yeah, little shit. I love it.
You carry the name of your progenitor and one of the clan's founding fathers. It is a great honor that I will not see you denigrate with language unbecoming of your station.
Then I call you to a trial of refusal.
Only warriors have the right to refuse. And you are no warrior. Not yet. Until you earn that station, you will carry yourself with dignity. Or you will find yourself assigned to an elemental Sibco as their permanent sparring partner.
So how does this add to queue? Okay, well, so I was hoping I could tell them to repair. I could just tell them to go do it. That doesn't seem to be the case. I'll look at it.
Systems offline.
I feel like repair was F in. I feel like. Anyway. I feel like there's just like small control differences between this and. Okay, so I don't seem to be able to tell them to repair. Okay, well, hey, guess what, guys? You don't need to repair. You're fine. You're strong, independent mech warriors. You don't need no repair. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, see, it needed to do it 4 times. It needs 4 codes. Alright.
You must hunt down and destroy all hostiles to secure this asset in the name of Smoke Giant.
Probably should have actually repaired, but you know what? That's fine.
You will either secure this territory from the Op-4 or fall. Star Commander Jaden, you will need to think quickly, deploy your star appropriately, and adapt to the situation as it unfolds.
The LRMs, they really just feel like I'm firing a cloud out of my shoulder. You know what I mean? I don't want to be critical for the sake of being critical, because I will always adore PG or PGI for doing, you know, bringing this game that I love so much back. That said, I really wish they would do it better sometimes. And it's not because you know how it is. You're fans too. You get it. But overall the weapons feel pretty good from a I shoot they get hurt standpoint, except the LBX. The LBX does not feel good. It's just the spread's way too wide. Like I mean, if they were really going out of their way to make sure you couldn't use it long range, fine, I guess. If that's the intent, if it was an intentional decision to make it more shotgunny. Because when an LBX is insane, it's better than anything else. It just does so much damage. Okay, so that's hyperbole a bit, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Responsiveness is absolutely there. I might like to turn the UI up, or UI scale up a bit, if I can. Hold on, let's look into that. So, actually, you know what? While we're in here, let's take a good look at some of our, sorry, I just moved my microphone mid-sentence. Let's take a good look at some of our settings. Some standard stuff, co-op notifications, cross-platform, right? Mech control mode, so this is, I want to call it controller mode. So there's some auto alignment of the legs and torso base where you're looking and moving. So it's like more controller friendly. Honestly, I think that's good. I'll never use it, but that doesn't mean it shouldn't be there for people. This is one of the things I'm talking about, that they've definitely made an effort to make it easier for someone who's like, oh, I like big stompy robots. I'm going to pick up this game and I don't want to have to try too hard to learn, which is okay. That is totally acceptable. Right? I have no problem with that. I want more people to fall, because if they like the game and they get in on a casual basis, they're gonna love it. And then they're probably gonna look at, if they have a PC that they don't really game on, and they're like, hey, I kind of want to play against people. Wow, maybe I should check out this MechWarrior Online game. They should absolutely be putting MechWarrior Online ads into this game when it launches. I don't care how cheesy that would be. Let's make it clear that that game still exists for people. Aim stabilization. I don't actually know how much. This is probably, a lot of this is controller stuff, so that's not a big deal. Counter rotation, throttle decay. These are all standard MechWarrior Online things. Graphics wise, we've got, again, stuff that's standard for today. It does have the AMD frame. I can't remember what FSR means, but it's the frame generation, and that's apparently much better than DLSS. But I don't know. I haven't used it because I have NVIDIA. Once I got this figured out, and once I got this to work, I can run performance. It makes everything nice and smooth. Audio, pretty basic. There's not much more for audio. I'm actually surprised it has its own tab. Controls. There's some stuff that's really, like, I had brain farts last night, but for the most part, this is pretty much the same. But I'm not a big fan of it resetting my hotkeys with each different campaign. That seems to be the case, and I'm not sure why it would do that. Why is cycle zoom on L? Whatever. It's all fairly simple. We don't want you get Can you? Are you? So for the most part, it's pretty much the same controls as MechWarrior 5. There's nothing too new. I mean, we have some extra commands in the interface. Apply changes.
Simple
And
enough.
yeah, so we're going to get jumped on here.
Something inbound on our position. A dropship?
The dropship?
Yeah. Well. Look, guys. New Sipkin from out of system.
Good. The competition around here has been a little stale lately. Hopefully these ones do not break as easily as the last batch.
All right. Normally I would lean into clan rules of engagement for this, but I'm getting this over with.
Looks like a warm welcome from our new Sipkin. We survived on our own. Huntress will be no different. A good chunk of their mechs look to be outfitted with close-range weapons. If we spread out and try to engage them at range, we should lose.
Waiting on your orders, Jaden. Just tell us where you want us.
Oh, and guys, try not to kill any of them. No telling how the Kit Masters will react if we break their star pupils.
Come on. Sticking it to smug Kit Masters is one of the few joys we get in places like this.
Not very clan-like of you to torment the elderly.
It's actually incredibly clan-like of him to torment the elderly. I don't understand that. I'm a little concerned about some of the lore choices they've made because they should damn well know better for certain stuff. And I don't want to use the W word, but I feel like there's some stuff there that they have made decision-wise. But that's okay. I mean, it doesn't affect the game. It just makes me feel a little bit like they missed something, right? Like that's not it. I'm not the person they made this game for. Maybe I am. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Anyway, so for the most part, this is my biggest complaint, is why this is its own thing. I can't do stuff while it's doing.
Return to Stalker Base and get yourself situated.
So, I'm going to
Kit Commander, heading back now.
call it here. I don't think I get Mech Lab yet. I can
Time to get back and settle in. No
record that and poke that in afterwards. I'm going to I don't know. Watch a cinematic, I guess. So pretty. Broadsword. That thing is so sick. I didn't know what they looked like.
That's all, kids. Last drill we'll ever have to run in this hellhole.
Thought they would let us rest before tomorrow's trials.
I hacked old One Eye's message feed. He's still sore we've been outperforming his prized pupils.
So this is his last attempt at trying to get us to wash out?
That, or soften us up for tomorrow's opponents to kill us for good.
I still find it hard to believe that you got away with hacking the base's mail server.
I'm not stupid. I just watch and observe. Not act on anything I find. They don't even know I've compromised the system.
If you are not careful, that little hobby of yours will get you killed someday.
Come on, S. You used to be a better hacker than me.
Yeah, but when I was caught, I actually got punished for it. Command likely knows and is just letting you slide because you hold the founder's name.
Not funny. You know I hate that.
And you know we all share his bloodline too, right?
Well, they don't treat any of you like you should be the second coming of Sakan Liam Ismaro.
Come on. This might be the last time we get to tease you about this. We will likely be ransomed to different galaxies when we make Warrior.
You never know. We might get lucky and serve in the same cluster.
Hopefully we get lucky then. Anyways, let us get cleaned up and grab some chow.
One last meal for the road.
At least the food will be better when we are warriors.
And for that reason alone,
It's so weird. It's so weird that they've done a actually really good job on character design, yet May, or whatever her name is, looks like she has plastic face.
What is that?
Just
Everybody else
finishing
is
it up.
pretty decent, but the chick is just like she has a lower face paralysis problem or something.
Grey Ridge Mountains. Mistlink's training facility. From Launderhome?
Yeah.
I have not seen this logo
Fucking
since
eyes
we
look
left.
fantastic though.
What is with these 5 stars?
Us. The last 5 surviving members of our original Sibco. 5 of nearly 100.
This guy's too nice.
Is everything okay?
Kit Commander Izmail refused my request to transfer to the Science Cast. Tomorrow, I will either become a warrior or wash out.
Nasir. Your performance is just as good as any of us. You will do fine.
I only keep up because we work together as a team. I do not think I can do this on my own.
Tomorrow will be just like any other day. One that we have trained our entire lives for. Doubt is the only thing standing in your way. Do not let it win. Spend some time in the sim pods tonight if you have to.
I think I will.
And when you finish, do mine up too. Just like yours.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That way a part of you will be right there with me for my trial.
Well, thanks, Jaden. That means a lot. Good hunting tomorrow.
You too.
So this is the point I'm going to say the thing I said when I first watched this cinematic.
We will all be waiting for you on the
That
other
dude
side.
is dead. That dude is way too nice to make it as a clan warrior. Something is not... Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, come on. Don't just put me in a...
Time has come. Kid Jaden. Ahead of you lies your trial of position. Your final test is a Sibco trainee that will show your true worth to the Smoke Jaguar clan. 3 opponents await you. To be recognized as a warrior of the clans, you must best at least one. Kill or be killed. Success will secure your position as a warrior of the clans, based on the number of mechs you destroy. Failure will forever see you expelled from the warrior caste, where you will instead find station as a common laborer. Do you understand the task that lays before you?
Athkit Commander, I am prepared.
Every cadet says that. Only you control your future, Jaden. And the real question is, what do you want from it?
To rise above all. To take a blood name and lead my own cluster. In the name of Smoke Jaguar.
Lofty goal indeed. One that many seek. If leadership is what you truly desire, then you must best at least 2 opponents to earn the rank of Star Commander.
2 kills. Star Commander. It will be mine.
We are Smoke Jaguar. true-born warriors selectively bred for war over generations. Our destiny to one day return from exile and reclaim Terra will not be handed to us. It will fall to those sharp enough to earn their place among our clan's warriors. May Karinsky look over your glorious rise, Kid Jaden. Good hunting.